General disclaimer. Welcome to this official presentation on Affiliate Marketing Model 3.0. All presenters are providing their services on a volunteer basis and are active participants in all products they are presenting. Their views and opinions do not necessarily reflect those of the organisation. While we aim for accuracy, errors may occur. All content is for informational purposes only. The information provided is general and not personalised advice. We are not liable for any losses. We provide information and systems, but we do not endorse any purchases of memberships. Your decisions are yours alone, so we advise conducting thorough research. If uncertain, seek guidance from a qualified professional. Attendees accept these terms by continuing to view this presentation. Let's explore affiliate marketing cautiously and curiously. Legal disclaimer. You are viewing an Affiliate Marketing 3.0 official presentation. All products and services, their component parts and operating methods and systems, either provided by or created by Affiliate Marketing 3.0, belong solely to Affiliate Marketing 3.0. All IPs are protected. Anyone copying, distributing, or reselling any Affiliate Marketing 3.0 product without express permission risks serious legal consequences. Any unauthorized broadcasting, live streaming, or social media sharing of Affiliate Marketing 3.0 presentations is strictly prohibited. Downloading and re-uploading presentations without permission violates copyright law and may also lead to legal consequences. Hello, good evening, welcome. Here we are for the beginning of another brand new week for presentation day, and we have got an excellent presenter for you tonight in Chantel, who has been with the company for right from the very beginning, is a ranked leader within this organization and is well versed with years worth of experience in the affiliate marketing industry. There is no one better to explain this incredible opportunity. So without any further delay, let's move on. Chantel, welcome to the presentation. You're muted.
Hi, Joe. Great to be here. And let me immediately go to the presentation. And welcome to 3FO and the presentation that we have for you. If there was one decision that could change the financial trajectory, how would that change your life? So that's the question we are trying to help you with tonight. Specifically, if you're new here tonight, you're very welcome. Because my role tonight is to give you the insights of what we are doing here, and so that at the end of the day, you can speak to the person who invited you, and you guys can make the right decision. So 3FO is our gateway to elite financial empowerment. It is based on a individual pack and a core panel structure, and it unlocks premium digital tools and a powerful passive income engine. It is built to grow with you, and that is what I personally love about this market. The market of affiliate marketing means that you can start at a point where you are and gradually grow into systems, into the project, and pick and choose what works for you. And we have the menu tonight for you. But what I want you to understand about what is so special about this opportunity and this community is that we are in our very core a software development business. We are run by a absolute excellent development genius, Chavez. He's our CEO. And over the years that we have worked with him, like Joe, myself, and many other leaders, we have seen him grow into a brand on his own. Because when you start as a developer, then go into a CEO, it then becomes important. What are the relationships that you are connected to? And with the partnerships that have been developing over the last a number of years, we are now offering the most beautiful opportunity in 3FO. So what does 3FO stand for? It stands for the Next Generation Affiliate Operating System. And the name refers to the industry we're in, which is we are Web3 powered. Everything, and Web3 is basically the third generation of the internet. It is referred to as Web3. It is therefore implied that it is fully blockchain based, and that it is working with IntelliFi systems, which means a lot of AI as part of it, which is one of the areas where Shavaz and his team are having a specialization. Secondly, we are earning daily in Ethereum. And anyone who knows anything about the crypto world, Ethereum is like the silver of crypto. And next to that, you get access to top tier products that unlock massive income. And thirdly, there is a center space. There's like a center stage that is creating the core of this 3FO system, but it is also very clearly grounded in the ownership of our own blockchain, the COD20. And that central pack is the ignition pack and gives us direct access to the panel. And I'll tell you more about that. So firstly, as I just told you, you are getting access to projects. And these projects, software assets, are Liquid Pay choice cards. Liquid Pay is the beginning of Liquid Pay Bank. And very soon we will launch the full banking stack next to the crypto spending stack as we have in here of Visa. Liquid Pay choice card allows you to purchase groceries but pay them as if you're using your normal credit card. But this credit card is backed by your crypto. So crypto is no longer just a space where you can save or where you can trade. It's also a space where you can make transactions and pay in your daily needs of your project or your life. As I just referred to, trading is important in the crypto space. And Shavaz has as its mission to make the crypto and AI space accessible to anyone, anywhere in the world, specifically those who have been structurally excluded. And trading is one of those areas that is often seen as exclusive, as difficult, not easily accessible, but specifically areas where extra resources are needed. They need to be able to have that quantum leap in financial opportunities. And with the trading opportunities that are being created by Shavaz and the access tools that you receive here, you have the opportunity to dip your toe into the water and get clarity at a price level that is very affordable. So one of these is Protocol Yield Whale Pass. It allows you to put $500 of assets under management, and it allows you to choose out of 6 strategies of high frequency traders. There is a special education around this, which we'll not do tonight, but this is what is included in the starter pack of 3FO. And the second project, which I really love, is the LFG starter pack. It is the second generation of Dodo, and Shavaz and his team created a cutting-edge solution for index trading in crypto assets. We did that in our previous project, fully decentralized, but we realized that we need, for the scale of our community, more centralized liquidity pools, and therefore there is a transition of Dodo to LFG. We have, as leaders, been able to test it, and the smoothness of this project is absolutely amazing, and I can't wait for this to go live for all of you. These packs are all free with the Ignition pack subscription. The fourth product that is part of the Ignition pack is Alpha AI, which is both a passive yield generating product, which will explain just now, plus a signal trading opportunity for those who are interested in that. Therefore, more risky. Therefore, really, you need to be willing to make that step. But it is part of the total trading journey that is offered within 3FO. But it has a really but Alpha AI is also at the core of our business in 3FO. Shavez, through all the development that he has done, has come to a point where he is able to build this business on the basis of an intellified system that provides yield. And that system is captured under this panel structure. So just like in affiliate marketing, you could say that Bitcoin code and our blockchain code 20 were the foundation of our community. Here in this space, this timing, you can say that the panel structure is the foundation of this phase of our ecosystem development. And I would say to everybody, make a screenshot of this page because it's the most important page of the whole presentation that I'm giving. And therefore, we're spending some serious time on it. What is a panel? A panel is a product that you're buying with us, and it gives you a right. And the right it gives you is yield. So if you're purchasing an ignition panel of $500, which is where everybody starts, and you do absolutely nothing, then you have the right on an annual profit yield that is based on 1% a week payout, which is 52% on an annual basis. So it doesn't matter whether you're having the ignition panel of $500 or the sub panel 3 of 1,500, sub panel 9 of 4,500, sub panel 27 of 13,500, sub panel 81 of 40,500, or the sub panel 243 of 121,500. If you are not combining it with any staking, then your right to return is 2 times the value of your panel or sub panel, and it is paid out to you in 52% on an annual basis based on 1% a week. So if you did absolutely nothing, if you were passive, you can calculate exactly when you have reached that 2 times the price of your panel. It's very linear. But there is a reason why the BTCC and Alpha AI are the foundation of this space. Because Shavez is creating here for the very first time the proof of staking for the BTCC. And how is he doing that? If you are deciding to combine your ignition pack with the staking opportunity of BTCC, then you have 2 options. You either have to one-to-one staking up until 3x return, which with the ignition pack would be $500 staking in Ethereum and one-to-one, $500 staking in BTCC. Then you suddenly don't get only 1% a week, which is 52% on an annual basis. You get 65% on an annual basis because you're getting 0.25% extra a week. But you can even go further because you can also get a 4 times return on your panel through yield. And that's on the basis of an APY of 78%, which means 50% more than what you were earning if you didn't stake at all, because you're getting 1.5% instead of 1% a week on an annual basis. That is if you are purely staking in the ignition panel. However, if you would go to the sub panel and you also stake 1-to-1, which means you can earn 3 times the return, so 3 times 1,500, which is 4,500, you will get an annual profit yield of 78% and therefore a payout of 1.5% on a weekly basis. Or you can also have a 4x return, which means you can get up to $6,000 at a 91%, which is 1.75. And that principle of the 4x return can become the 3x annual return in the next sub panel, as you can see, is continued all the way to the sub panel 243, where for a 3x return, you can get an annual profit yield of 130%, and for 4x return, 156%. That means you have been staking $243,000 dollars in BTCC. So you maximize your BTCC staking capacity, and you're maximizing your Ethereum panel and yield option that is offered, because everything is paid out in Ethereum base. So also the value that you stake is in BTCC is suddenly becoming Ethereum payout. And if you really look well, it's pretty much a 1-to-1 return on a dollar base, which is a really nice offering. And that says something about the strength of our development and the strength of our community. BTCC and Ethereum are valued here in this system. So what does that really look like if you have an APY of 78% and 1.5% in ignition pack? Well, per week it means $7.50. And if you go to the next panels, then you can see it goes up all the way to $3,645. Now, what is the return on investment? With $500 and a maximum staking, you get a return on investment on $2,000. And what can you do with that? What you can do is you can buy the next sub panel, which is $1,500, and then there's 500 left to either pay yourself back the first 500 you've put in, or just do a rebuy, and then you earn 4 times the value of panel 3, which is 6,000, sub panel 3. That means you can buy sub panel 9 plus pay yourself back or rebuy panel 3. And the same principle continues all the way to the highest panel. And that system delivers you then $5,084 per week, which is an amazing weekly income until you reach 4 times the value of all those panels. Now, Chavez wants this community to fully optimize the yield staking capabilities that are possible here. And therefore, for the very first time, he's introduced something, and that is a loan. The asset value of every panel is so high that the company is providing you a 50% loan of each panel. And that is, for example, with the $500 panel, it is $250. That means you can make a deposit towards sub panel 3 of $250 out of your loan, and then only add $1,250. And the same is for the other panels. 50% can be placed as a deposit to the next panel. You can only have one consecutive loan. But what you can do is, if you've you've purchased everything fully, you can combine loans of panels together and then use that to purchase the next panel. And the loan is interest-free. You are repaying it with future yield, or if you wanted to go faster, if you're an active builder, you can also repay with the income. But many people are saying, okay, I will do this on the basis of the system, and then I will use my income to survive on or to save from in a different way. That is absolutely amazing. We've seen our first ranked leader to do this fully lucky. She showed it yesterday in the community call, and she is so happy that she did it. And we know that a number of leaders are on their way to do the same. We're doing exactly the same. This system works. But there's also a second part of how you can use the loan. If you're an active builder, you can also say, listen, I'm going to first kickstart my community, and I'm using the panel loan on the ignition pack to put up 2 loans for downlines. That means that they can get $125 deposited into their account, and then you only need to add $375, which means you have 2 downlines, and that is perfect for your own positioning in terms of bonus, in terms of yield, and generations of builders yield. But it's also perfect for your community because they can get going and they can either pay you back that loan, or you can leave it there and let the system pay it out of your system. That's a choice you are making, but it certainly accelerates the building of your community. As I said, all of it is possible because we have a real business, and our business is based on Alpha AI. It is smart passive wealth based on a fully managed vault that generates weekly yield by leveraging expert strategies across staking, yield farming, liquidity provisioning, and more. And if any of you are a member, then you know that if you are in in 3FO, you can actually also get to the Alpha AI, and you can see how this managed vault is growing week by week, how our community is doing well, and how our Ethereum treasury is growing. And that is what is beautiful. It shows you how consistently Chavez manages this company, even in turbulent times as we've had in last week. And there is a next product launch that is happening, and it is open at this moment. This is the BTCC ETF Lite. For any one of you who has gone into the history of Bitcoin, our blockchain is pretty much following the trajectory of the design of Bitcoin. 21 million coins, every 4 years, a halving, a mining capacity of 50 BTCs every 10 minutes. And if you look at the history of Bitcoin, there was a marked difference when institutions started to create a BTC, a Bitcoin ETF. So we know that in our development, it is important that BTCC, which is an incredible transaction-based native coin of our blockchain, it is important to help it build a BTCC ETF, and our first ETF Lite is for our community. And you can participate if you have already a panel. You could only stake up to the level of the panel value that you have purchased. And then you have a choice. You can either choose the ETF Lite 12 plan or the ETF Lite 18 plan. And the difference is a 1-year staking or a 2-year staking. If you do a 1-year staking, then your target annual profit yield is 12%. It is monthly paid out in BTCC, and the value of BTCC can then be withdrawn in Ethereum. So in the end, it is a monthly payout of Ethereum, but you have the benefits of the fluctuation of the BTCC. And if the community is starting to harvest, that BTCC price will go up. So you will get a percentage of APY in BTCC by a surplus in Ethereum value. It can also go the other way around, of course. The ETF Lite gives you 18% annual profit yield. That is 1.5% every month over a period of 2 months, which means that will deliver you a beautiful monthly yield of 1.5%. At this moment, this product is open. You can secure your position by actually staking the BTCCs that you want in the plan that you wanted. And on the 1st of March, the vault is closing. And at that moment, the system starts working. The liquidity pools are all set up, and you are going to start earning your yield from March. Now, we are in a transitioning from our positioning in affiliate marketing to 3FO. And we have started that process first with our blockchain and BTCC product offerings. And our blockchain is having BTCC as its native coin, and that is being mined through NFT miners, COD20 NFT miners. And you can become a miner for $50, $500, or $5,000. You're mining the BTCC, you harvest it, and after which they are yours, and you can either stake them, or you can sell them, or you can use it to buy more bee fuel and harvest more, or just hodl them, and or trade with them. Users can purchase COD20 NFTs to mine BTCC with an affiliate earning potential also of 2x. So that's the other reason you can buy them. You buy them because it gives you earning potential in Ethereum. And we have a very limited offer of BTC20 smart chain nodes. Users can acquire the Lightning Authority or Master nodes offering up to 182% APY annual profit yield, along with an affiliate earning potential up to 2x. This is a marvelous product because it gives you volume in your affiliate business, which helps in your ranking. But it also pays out BTCC, which is what you need if you're mining. And it helps you for staking. So it is such a beautiful combination to have a node together with miners. But there are only 200 available, and 100 have already been sold. And I expect in the next month, the next 100 to be sold. Because specifically for 3FO, a lot of BTCCs are going to be needed, and the demand for going up. So we're expecting the price to also help us. And of course, all the products are having a 2x potential. So this gives you a full overview of the product that we are having. And these products are generating value and therefore income for all of you. However, there is another level of income, and that is the affiliate marketing income from the product sales. That is for what we call active members. So up until here, everything that I showed, you make a purchase, you do it for yourself, you don't share this opportunity with anyone, and you benefit in a passive way. But many passive investors at a particular moment are loving what they are experiencing, and they're starting to care around the people around them, and they share it. And that might be one of the reasons why you are here. So our income plan is a unilevel. It basically means you get paid for the sales that you make. And you can get paid up to 15 levels deep if your first generation, which is your front line, is having a minimum of 20 people. And this is what it looks like. So for level 1, you need a required number of directs, which is 2 people. But you also need minimum volume because we have 2 product lines. We have the panel and ignition pack and panel products, and we also have the BTCC mining and node products. So you could either buy 2 ignition packs or 20 miners or of 1x or 2 miners of 500, which is 10x miners, or you can create a mix of both. And that gives you then 10% of level income. And along the same principle, you need 3 directs for level 2, which is the next generation, which means those who you have given your affiliate link are your first generation, and they duplicate you, they take your link and they give it to their people. So if they if that has given a volume to business volume to you of 1500, then you are at level 2 qualified, and you can get 5% of everybody who's on your second level. Third level, you need 4 directs, business volume of 2000, gives you 4%. In this way, you can get paid up to 7 levels deep without reaching any ranks. However, if you want to be able to earn all the way until 15 levels, you have to work your way up the ranks. And you can see that ultimately you need to go up to rank 3. It is very doable. All the leaders who've worked directly with Lucky are already at rank 3, and we are only a couple of months in the system. It's 20 people wide and 15 to get 15 people with 15 levels paid deep. However, there's more to this, because you can actually use this to accelerate the speed at which you are earning your own income. Let me share. If you look at a panel ignition pack of $500, you can earn up to $2,000 over pure yield. However, if you are starting to also work actively, you could, for example, say, I am going to share this opportunity with 10 members this week. That means a sales of $5,000. That means 10% is $500 is suddenly your income. That means that you can accelerate your 4x, your 2000 with substantial amount of time, because basically you have already brought in your 1x back to yourself, and that can be repeated, of course. So your network earns, you grow richer week after week, and that's what we want as affiliate marketeers. We want our people to earn income from their network, so everybody is growing. That's the beauty of this business. So let me give you one example. Imagine someone in your third level has activated sub panel 9, 4,500 package, and staked BTCC at a 1-to-2 ratio. You're earning 2% yield per week, which is $90 per week in Ethereum. And you get 5% of that, which is $4.50 a week. Now imagine that dozens of people, or hundreds across 15 levels, are doing the same. And because we are wanting people to first experience it, $500 is a doable test for both the business and for many around the world. And if 500 can't be done on your own, then club together and make a family pack and build in first instance constantly with 3 people, 3 lines that are building the business, because then you're setting yourself up for the bonus system, the rank bonus system. This is how you are creating weekly residual and scalable yield scenario for yourself. And this is what the level-wise distribution does. At level 1, you need 2 people that are direct, and then you unlock 10% of the builder's yield income. So of the yields that your downlines are earning. Level 2, you need 3 directs, 5%, and goes all the way to level 14 and 15, where 16 and 20 directs are necessary, and you can earn 2% of the builder's yield. We do this so that you keep servicing everybody as a leader and not just run away after you've had your first commission, because we are looking for sustainability. As Fez is saying, we're building a legacy here, and we're not a hype. Also here, it's 20 people in your front line and you get paid 15 levels deep. Our key advantages is a guaranteed weekly yield, consistent income that is gently built up, and it is natural built up. And with this ETF that is happening, a lot of people are interested, are coming in. So you are having consistent income whilst you're learning to navigate this decentralized finance curve. And why is it important? It is important because the total financial system is changing. If you come into any of our educations, I mean, last week, Joe did an amazing presentation on Wednesday. If you look at what is happening, it is important that you are aware of different for your money matters. And this is a great opportunity to take into consideration. Team-based earnings, earn when your network profits. BTCC multipliers. If you've started here from the beginning, you had your miners, this is the time to step in and move over to 3FO and benefit from the yield that you get in Ethereum. Transparent and on-chain, everything can be seen in real time. And sustainable growth, built for the long game, not. And it's almost natural that if you participate in 3FO, that you're starting to build your own system in anticipation of ranking up. Because the level here is far lower than in normal projects in order to start ranking and getting your first bonus. So in order to rank, you need a number of different criteria. You need a required number of active direct referrals, a minimum business volume, required minimum team size, and you need to maintain 3 active legs in a 40-30-30 ratio. And only for rank 10, you maintain 4 legs. This is what it looks like. In rank 1, you need 3 active directs, and you need $15,000 in volume, but in a 40-30-30 ratio. You need team size of 30, and your rewards are 1,000. And then in rank 2, you go up from in volume to 45,000, and you get a reward of 3,000. And in rank 3, you go to 125,000, and you go up, you get $5,000. That's a very substantial improvement from what we did before. This is in total delivering you $9,000. But it needs to be structured in 40-30-30. So for the first rank, that means $6,000 in your strongest leg, your second leg 4,500, and your third also 4,500. And all the other legs just don't count for the bonus. You need 45,000 in R2 and 125,000 in R3. So that was building the foundations. From R4, we're starting to build leadership, because there in rank 4, you need 3 R3s. In rank 5, you need 3 R4s. And this goes on to rank 9, where you need 3 R8s. But in rank 10, you start all over again, and you need to have a 4th leg. That is your R9 leg. And that gives you 10,000, 25,000, 100,000, 500,000, a million, 5 million, and 10 million in potential bonus. So this is an opportunity where you could start potentially with a miner of $50 and start building your team and build yourself up all the way together with your team to a $10 million opportunities, and in total you would have had 16,500,000 as ranked leaders bonus on top of your 2x, 3x, or 4x earning potential. It does not take anything away. It is purely additive. You don't have to pay for the payout of your own bonus. That's what's unique. And everything is in Ethereum base, the silver of crypto. So why is it possible? Because we are encouraging balanced growth. We don't go for a sprint. We're going for a marathon. It drives leadership and it duplicates teams. It unlocks millionaire rewards with structured team building. It's 100% additive. It never replaces your earning. And with Bitcoin Code at the center, it is amazing. We also have a compensation plan. Please take a screenshot of this. All your earnings are calculated based on active subscriptions. Payouts are processed daily in Ethereum on the base network. Yield is generated from Alpha AI Yield Performance Weekly. 5% admin fee is applied on all withdrawals. To qualify for Unilevel and Builders Income, users must maintain required number of active directs and BTCC staking, optional for 2x to 4x cap. Rank rewards are paid once upon meeting the criteria: required number of active directs, minimum team business volume, minimum team size, and at least 3 legs in a 40-30-30 ratio. For rank 10, 4 legs are required. Income limits are applied per subscription based on a staking ratio: 2x without staking, 3x with 1-to-1 staking, and 4x with 1-to-2 staking. Users must follow all platform terms, stay compliant, and avoid manipulation for stacking. We have a weekly yield payout schedule. Wednesday is our payday. And if you didn't start on a Wednesday, then your first payday will be pro rata. You will be paid for the days that you were a member and you were live. And the week after, you get a full week payout. The builder's yield income is also paid on 15 levels. And we have an earning cap and unclaimed income. Make sure you keep an eye on what your earning cap is and how soon your yield is being paid out, so that if you go over, you can immediately make sure that you purchase one of the products that get your unclaimed income back into your income wallet, so you can withdraw it. Panel activation structure: you have to unlock it sequentially. You can't jump from the first to the last. The BTCC staking multipliers are giving you APYs capped at 130 to 156% on 3x and 4x on the largest panel. There are sub-panel loan boosters in the system. You're eligible up to sub-panel 81. The yield distribution is paid weekly in Ethereum, and it's based on panel value plus BTCC staking ratio. Integrity is important. Longevity is important. So account and panel stacking is incredibly important. You are allowed multiple accounts, but you must fund them individually. And 3FO can investigate suspicious stacking patterns. Compliance and fair usage: 3FO reserves the right to enforce lock periods, suspend sub-panel loans for misuse. Here you see the beautiful structure of 3FO. And I hope that this has given you the information you need to have a conversation with the person that invited you. And if you decide to join, then I welcome you to our 3FO family. Joe, I give you back the floor.
Marvelous. What an excellent presentation. You couldn't wish for more detail. You couldn't wish for more specificity. The opportunity of a lifetime right here at the tips of your fingers. 2026 could be a vastly different year to 2025 or any of the years prior to that. We have reached a point in our evolution where we now have an excellent foundation, an ecosystem of products to help catapult us into the future. Will you be a part of it? Of course, that is a choice for you to make. Okay, let's do our outro. Okay, so this is a schedule you must all be familiar with by now. Oh, wrong one. There we go. So today's Monday. So Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays are presentation day, where you can bring your new community members, new prospects, to come and see a professional presentation such as you've seen this evening. This is a simple plug and play system designed to take the weight off of your shoulders, especially if you're new yourself and not completely familiar with all of the details. Wednesdays are community call with Chavez, the CEO. Every Wednesday, although he has missed the last couple of Wednesdays and a few previously because he's been busy finalizing the details of DEO banking, getting liquid pay ready to launch in all of the territories that it was previously sanctioned, and for DEO banking to go live. We are hoping he will be with us this Wednesday. So Monday to Thursday is at 7 p.m. UK time and at 7 p.m. EST time. Friday is Community Support Day, where myself, Carl, and any other leader that chooses to join us will provide some sort of training, and that will be followed with a live Q&A session. There is only the one event on Fridays, and that's at 9 p.m. UK time, 4 p.m. EST time. Saturday and Sunday, that's your day to do with what you will. Although my advice would be is to get busy building your business. You can accelerate these panels exponentially. You can work through these panels, put yourself in a position where you can earn in $3,000-$4,000 a week in Ethereum as soon as you're willing to put in the work, the effort, and this business and help others to do the same. But of course, the choice is yours. Now, I would ask if you would like to join us every Sunday with this brand new Global Leaders community call that we are hosting on every Sunday at 7 p.m. UK time. 7 p.m. UK time, 12 p.m. Let me move that. 12:30 a.m. India time, 11 p.m. UAE time. Oh, there's supposed to be another one come up. That hasn't come up. Where is that? There we go. And at 2 p.m. EST, 11 a.m. PST. And this is not a corporate call. This is a community call where everybody from the community come, no matter who their upline is. Everybody can come, join us, have an open, honest discussion. You have a voice as part of this community, as part of this family. This gives us the ability to get to know and understand you as a community better, and you the ability to understand us as the leadership, as the conduit between you and corporate. So this is where you can have your say. Many voices. So come and join us every single Sunday, 7 p.m. UK time, and all of the other times that I said. Okay, there you go. So thanks very much to Chantel. Thanks very much to Izzy and Sue for keeping us on track. And of course, thank you to all of you for joining us this evening and showing your support. Please continue to do so. I will be back again this evening at midnight UK time with Carl to cover US prime time. So this evening, and for everybody else, we will see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. for the UK presentation. Good night all. Have a great evening.
Good night. Thank you.